Hey there, everybody. This is MentorShelly coming to you once again with the last topic from the Dream Career Newsletter for January 2018. We've already discussed in the first and second video, the first video, your connections that can make or break your job search. And of course, the featured article or the featured topic, which is what is your passion. Definitely go check those videos out or those audios out, depending on where you're listening to this information. That we want to go into now the third topic, which is what does your resume say about you? 4 ways to assure that your career tool is sending the message you want. So let's get right into it. Your resume, of course, is one of the most important career tools that you will have to represent you before people, as in people, the leaders in corporations, um, or the recruiters, or sourcing agents that are looking for people to fill their positions. Your resume is the first thing they see before they meet or see you. So you want to make sure that that resume is saying what you want it to say. Now, let's get right into it. Let's take advantage, of course, with the 4 methods that assure that your career tool is going to be saying or it is going to be giving the message that you want future employers or future corporations to have. First question. I know it sounds simple, um, but you'd be surprised in the marketplace what recruiters, from my recruiter friends have ran across. Does your resume have your contact information? Meaning that when they look at your resume, yes, you're having a name on here, obviously, but do they have a working telephone number on that? Do you have a working telephone number on that resume? Do you have an email address that is professional, that has some form of combination of your name? You can't be using email addresses like let's go to the bar number 3 at gmail.com. That's not professional, and that's not going to give the proper impression. That is going to be sending the wrong message to recruiters and sourcers. They may not even look any further on your resume if you have email addresses like that. So you have to be cognizant of that as well. Do you have a working email address? Do you have a working phone number? You want to make sure that the phone number that you place on your resume is a phone number that you have access to within reach. It would be preferable to put a mobile telephone number on there so they can reach you at any time. Especially when you're looking for opportunities, you want your resume to be squeaky clean and be able to communicate your proper contact information. I even, I was talking to one of my recruiter friends a couple weeks ago, and they were telling me that, unfortunately, in this day and time where technology is, speeding up the area of, of sourcing and recruitment and things of that nature, there are resumes that she has come across that has telephone numbers that are disconnected or email addresses that don't work. So it's important to make sure that both of those things, that's the way people contact you now, via email or via calling you via cell phone. It's important to make sure you have both of those and those are working properly. Next question. Does your resume have the name and title of the position you are applying for on it? This is also extremely important. If you do not have the title of the position you're applying for on the resume, whoever is viewing this resume, it may not be a human being, maybe a computer before a human being. That goes to the applicant tracking system, which is also referred to as ATS. It may not go past the ATS system for the reason that I'm speaking of now. The name and title of the position, it may be administrative assistant or administrative support or, or physical therapist or management liaison, whatever the position is, the name of the position needs to be on the resume for every position you're applying for. If you're applying for related positions, but they all have 5 different names, each time you submit that resume, it needs to have the proper name of the position you're applying for. Because what will happen is on the other end of that, when they receive that, they're going to be like, okay, well, it looks like it's a resume, but what position are they applying for if you don't put that information on it? It sounds arbitrary and it sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how many times people miss that. Just want to make sure that you understand that if you have a resume and you're not sure that your resume is really up to snuff as far as having the proper contact information, or you're not sure, of what to do with it, or if you're needing help or you're struggling in this area in any way, shape, or form, definitely reach out to me at mentorshelly.com/services and products and services-and-products. What you can do is submit your resume for us to do a career tools review. And you can either submit your resume or your resume and cover letter, or your resume, cover letter, letter of recommendations, and other pieces of career tools to be reviewed professionally and be able to provide you with the feedback that is going to make your career tools truly work for you. So I just want you to know that that resource is available to you as well. Now, method number 3. Does your resume have the necessary skills, qualifications, knowledge, experience, and competencies to support the position you're applying for? This becomes extremely important. For example, you can have the title of a tractor trailer driver on there, but you don't have the skills, the knowledge, and the qualifications necessary to be able to apply for the position. And if you're applying through an applicant tracking system, you may find that your application gets rejected simply because you do not have the necessary skills, knowledge to support the title. It's important to make sure that your resume is fortified with the necessary information to be able to work for you. Again, if you're having questions or you're struggling in this area, you're not sure that your resume has the right titles or has the right qualifications and skills listed, definitely submit that. You can definitely reach out to me at mentorshelly.com/service and products and go directly to the career tools review and submit your resume, through that process to make sure that your resume is truly working for you. Now, last but certainly not least, the 4th method is, does your resume give the recruiter, the hiring manager, company president, whoever is reviewing it, the ATS system, enough information for them to know that you can actually do the job you're applying for? Your resume should give them that impression. Give them the impression that you can do the job. You can more than do the job within 15 seconds of them scanning your resume. If they can't make that determination in 15 seconds, they're probably not going to look at your resume again. It's that important to make sure that your resume is in place, intact, able to go through the applicant tracking system before it gets to a human, and then when it gets to a human, it actually has the right information. Talking about the information with the qualifications and skills, that you have some other pieces on there as far as what knowledge is necessary for the position you're applying for. I'll give you a perfect example. I had a client of mine that was applying for a licensed practical nurse position. And what I said to her was, listen, I understand you have this experience in a nursing home, And we're going to use that experience and we're going to communicate that, but we have to put it in such a way where you have to put it in bullet points right at the top where they can see that you're able to give certain types of vaccinations, you're familiar with certain types of medication administration, you can give medication by mouth, you can chart your patients. They want to be able to see that you have the skills and years of experience necessary to do the job that they're looking for. I do want to make sure that you guys know that if you have a resume in place already that needs review, you can definitely go to mentorShelly.com/services-and-products and go to the Career Tools Review and submit your resume for a thorough review. Do want to also mention to you that if you're looking for additional help, you can definitely, if you're not sure where you are career-wise, or you're still going through the transition process of either losing a job and wanting to know, okay, do I go for my dream career now, or do I wait once again? You can definitely schedule a career strategy session with me. You can also do that at mentorshelly.com/services-and-products, and you can go to the career strategy session based on what you need. You may schedule, the appropriate times listed on the page. We did discuss, of course, already the Career Tools Review that you can do. The link is also right here. And if you have a job interview coming up and you're definitely looking for some coaching to make sure that you nail that interview, meaning that you wow the interviewer so much that they want to offer you a job right then and there. If you definitely are struggling in that area, or you're looking for that extra boost to make sure that you have what you need to dominate in your next interview, you can schedule an coaching session with me at mentorShelly.com/services-and-products. And you can go ahead and schedule an interview session. That should be the second or third item on that page. You can go ahead and do that. And of course, we want to make sure that we stay connected. You can stay connected with me on Facebook, which is facebook.com/mentorshelly place. And you can also stay connected with me on Instagram, which is instagram.com/mentorshelly. On YouTube, which is youtube.com/mentorshelly, and Twitter, which is twitter.com/mentorshelly. And of course, the audio podcast. You may be listening to this on the audio podcast as well. And you can stay connected to me through soundcloud.com/mentor-shelly. Of course, guys, I want to make sure that you know that MentorShelly is here to help you cultivate and live your dream career by becoming a better version of yourself professionally. Take care, and you guys have a good one.